Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Mrcrazygamer13.
It's James the Awesome Gamer.
Today, we're going to be making a video about my history in video gaming. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of you people out there are wondering, have questions for me, like, what was the first game you ever played? What was the first video game console you ever owned? And how do you feel video games, how do you feel about where they're going right now compared to where they were going before? I'm going to answer all those questions that you have in this video. And I'm also going to have someone else commenting on what I'm going to say. So that's going to be awesome. James the Awesome Gamer. He is awesome. Okay, that was confusing. Right. By the way, I'm making this video today because I just feel like I owe it to you guys, because the only video I put up today is the Sonic 06 one, but anyway, let's get on with this. So anyway, I played my first video game. I was about 4 or 5 years old. I don't know. I think it was when I was in nursery, but we had a computer and we used to play educational PC games. And some educational games I used to like playing were like Reader Rabbit. By the way, the Reader Rabbit games I had were Personalized Learning Junior, Reading ages 6 to 8, and Year 1. We had Year 2, but then for some reason my mum just took Year 2 back to the shop and rebought Year 1. Because I was in Year 1 at the time. And also, we played the Learning Ladder games, which were really educational. And me and my brother, and I think my parents, would all take it in turns to play and stuff. Also, a couple of other games we used to play: Scooby-Doo, Showdown in Ghost Town, and Phantom of the Night. I loved those 2 games. I'm thinking of LPing them one day, if I find a way to capture my PC games. I have Hypercam, but that's laggy. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, not really laggy, but I'd have to do post commentary if I was to do an LP of a PC game with Hypercam. But anyway, the first non-educational game I played, if you count Scooby-Doo as being educational, which I do because it was by the Learning Company, which was the creators of Reader Rabbit, was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PC. I loved that game. But one of the things that used to scare me about that game when I was a kid was I couldn't bear going to Hagrid's Hut. Well, I could, but I couldn't bear going near those pigs even to get beans, because they scared the crap out of me. I for some reason, now I'm fine with them now, but whenever I went up to those pigs when they were snorting I used to cry my eyes out.
Wow.
But I was only little then. Now they don't scare me. I can easily just look back and laugh at it, really. So
Wow.
yeah, the rest of the game didn't scare me though. And sometime during my PC era, we got a PlayStation 1. Well, actually, my uncle David had it originally, but he gave it to us. And the first console game I ever played was Stuart Little 2. That game is the game that got me into gaming. I still have the disc now, but whenever I play it, the music always jumps because it is scratched like crazy. So I'm thinking about getting a new copy of Stuart Little 2 so I can play it without jumpy music. Because I love that game and I'd like to play it again. I'd love to LP it. What are you saying, James the Awesome Gamer? What were you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did. Anyway. Then, for one of my birthdays, I've forgotten which one it was, I got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PlayStation. I love that game. I used to play it all the time. All the time! But like the PC version, I never got very far in that game because the herbology lesson used to scare me a lot. I don't know what it was, but like I would never get past that part because the Mandrake's cry used to all like make me cry.
Wow.
But now I can get past it, just like the PC version with the pigs. So I've beaten that game like either 2 or 3 times for the PlayStation, and I still have it, so I'm gonna LP that. What other games do we have? Oh, I had a ton of games when I was a kid for the PlayStation. I had Rage Racer, Double Disc. But I think the second disc went missing. Oh well.
What about the LP game?
Wipeout 2097, Rally, yeah, I'm looking at my game shelf right now. Rally, or V-Rally, whatever. Motor Racer. My brother used to play that game all the time. Yeah, I had a lot of racing games for the PlayStation when I was a kid. But my brother used to play Motor Racer so many times. He used to play it a lot. Then eventually we moved the PlayStation to my grandmother's house. Actually, yeah. First, now, we used to have... Oh, and also, another game that really... One of the big games from my childhood. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I love that game. It was my mum's favourite game. That was a game we all used to play. I only beat it once, and that was like many years later. But Crash 3, that was a crazy gamer favourite of mine. I loved that game, and so did the rest of my family. That was the game we used to play all the time as a family. We used to take it in turns. And yeah. I think the first game I got though was after the entropy fight, I think. I don't know, but anyway, I think it was in the 3rd or 4th warp zone. So yeah. Anyway, what? Oh yeah, I used to have the PlayStation in my living room downstairs. But when I got older, we moved it up to my bedroom, and me and my brother used to share it. And we have like a portable TV on the top there. That's why it's been there. We used to have a portable TV. But eventually, the PlayStation went to my grandparents' house because... Oh crap! Sorry. To my grandparents' house because for Christmas of 2004, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Failure. But for Christmas of 2004, we got a PlayStation 2, and with it, I got a game, and my little brother got a game. I got Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2, and my brother got The Incredibles. And I beat them both. They were really good games. I had a ton of PlayStation 2 games. I used to have 36. So my PlayStation 2 collection just went straight from 2 to 36. It was amazing. Some classic games I have for that system were... I had the Rayman 10th Anniversary Edition. That's Rayman M, Rayman Revolution, and Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. Oh, and also, one thing I forgot to mention. Just before I got my PlayStation 2, while I had my PlayStation 1, my brother, well, my cousin, oh sure, my brother. My cousin had a Microsoft Xbox, which, whenever I went to his house, we used to play the Xbox. Me and my cousin both used to take it in turns playing a game called Voodoo Vince Classic, and my brother and my uncle both used to play Crimson Skies. I don't remember that one a lot, but one Xbox game that I really enjoyed was Dead or Alive 3. I loved that game so much. Even though I'm not a big Xbox person, Dead or Alive 3, I really enjoyed that game. And also I played Dead or Alive 1 and 2. They're okay, but not as good as 3. So, yeah. Also, some of the classic PS2 games I used to have were... Yeah, I did get Spider-Man 1 and 3 for the PS2. Then eventually we got Ultimate Spider-Man. But for some reason, that game got so scratched that I wouldn't play anymore. Yeah, I was pretty careless. But, for Christmas of 2008...
I put your life to me, game.
But anyway, I did get a lot of other PlayStation 2 games as well. Like I said before, I got a total of 36 of them. Oh, another big game, by the way, I used to play on the PS2 was Godzilla Save the Earth. I loved that game, like I said before. And also got Shrek 2 and 3. Never beat them. Well, I beat 3, but I never beat 2. I also had Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Classic games like that. Lego Star Wars 1 and 2. Oh my god, I had a lot. I could go on and on, but I wanna... Since I had so many PlayStation 2 games and I don't want to make this video too long, I'm gonna skip to the next part. Christmas of 2008, we got a Nintendo Wii. So, yeah, it was a surprise Christmas present. We had a blast with it. We still have a blast with it to this day. I have a lot of Wii games actually. I have Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Colors. Not just Sonic games.
You forgot to talk about the time that I had to play that first Sonic game.
I was gonna do that whenever we get to PlayStation. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something else. Thanks. Thanks. But anyway, just before I got my Wii, well, in 2005 I got a Nintendo DS, and I was so careless. I was getting angry at this game called Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith Classic, which I also used on the PS2, that I bashed the top screen and it split in half. Even though there was this brown thing that still connected them. And I was so upset. I remember I was so upset.
You hated that game?
No, because I loved my Nintendo DS and I broke it.
Oh. Why'd you break it, dude?
I was getting angry with it. I was an idiot back then. An idiot.
Well, there goes your month. There goes your
Looking back at it now makes me feel so awful. But
I feel bad.
Yeah, a couple of other DS games. We have the Sims 2 Classic and Sims 2. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Power Rangers Super Legends, which I used to love Power Rangers. Looking back at it now, it's alright. And, okay. Don't bother, James the Awesome Gamer.
Okay.
Ignore what I said, people. Yeah. Anyway, after I broke my DS, my mum forgave me, and then she got me a PSP. And she also got my little brother a Nintendo DS of his own. And I have my PSP now, but I only have a whopping 9 games for it because I haven't played it a lot. I'm getting back into playing it now, but before then, I didn't play it for a while. So anyway, one game franchise that I love still to this day is Sonic the Hedgehog. And I know one question you're all probably thinking is, what got you into Sonic? Well, here's the answer. By the way, just some side information, the first PSP game I ever got was Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. I loved that one.
I'm happy!
And we have a new guest commentator with us.
You're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording my history in video games.
Sorry.
But anyway, what was I gonna say? Echo Super Game Guy 11. But yeah, anyway. Guys, you're ruining the video, so guys, can you just like never mind. Oh, right. Pretend that never happened. So anyway, my first Sonic game, here's the answer. Christmas of 2008, the same time as I got my Nintendo Wii, I got 3 PSP games. Sonic Rivals 2, Lego Batman the video game, Sonic Rivals 2, and The Sims 2. Sonic Rivals 2! That was the first Sonic game I ever played. And I loved it. Well, it's the first Sonic game I ever owned. When my cousin always had Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the Xbox. I used to play some of the games on that, but the first Sonic game I ever played properly was Sonic Rivals 2. I beat it with all the characters, and I had a blast with it. I love Sonic Rivals 2 to this day. And after that, I wanted to get Sonic Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. But then, my PlayStation 2 broke. I just lived, by the way, less than 4 years. That was probably because, it kept dropping. But, anyway, Super Game 11.
Yes?
Morocco!
I quit.
No, we got some action going on in this, but anyway, my PlayStation 2 broke. Sad for me, but at least this time it wasn't my fault. Oh, and also one thing that probably my biggest regret ever was that even though my brother still had his Nintendo DS at the time, I was playing on his Game Boy Advance and I broke it! I smashed the screen with the control pad! That I really have to. I never realised how much I regretted it until now. And after that, because it was my second console break, my parents got really upset with me.
How much did you have to pay? How much did you have to pay to get it fixed?
Because my brother was into Match Attacks at the time, I had to buy him loads of cards. And we never repaired it. We never repaired my DS either. But anyway, that was just some sidelong information. I hit the 20-minute mark. Terrific. Anyway, after the incident with the Game Boy Advance, my PlayStation 2 broke, and so I had to wait a few months until I could play video games again. I still have my PSP, but apart from that, I didn't have anything else. So,
Was that the only time that was that when your PS2 broke for the first time?
yeah, and it was just dying. It was just dying. Lasted 4 years. PS2 Slim. And so, what happened was, for my 12th birthday, was it 12th? Yeah, it was 12th. For my 12th birthday, I got my PlayStation 3. And with it, I got 2 good games and 1 overrated game. I got Sonic Unleashed, first, the game that got me into Sonic, and also the first PS3 game I ever played, and Little Big Planet, which, in my opinion, is not that good, really. And Spider-Man Web of Shadows, which is a good game. Sonic Unleashed and Little Big Planet both came with the system, but my mum just bought Spider-Man Web of Shadows separately. And also my best friend's mother, my mum's friend, as a late birthday present for me, was kind enough to get me Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1. Because 2 wasn't out yet. And I love the PlayStation 3 to this day. I think it throws the Xbox 360 out of the water and the Nintendo Wii. Even though the Xbox 360 I still think is good, and the Wii I think is still awesome. So yeah. I think...
what your brother got.
Oh, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that in 2007, my brother decided he wanted his own console, because my cousin had an Xbox. And they eventually got an Xbox 360 as well. So what happened was, in 2007, my parents decided to get my brother an Xbox 360. And with it, we got SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 and Need for Speed Carbon. Need for Speed Carbon I think was okay. But I did like SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. I had fun with that.
Me too.
So, yeah. Anyway, what comes after the PlayStation 3? Oh yeah, I think there's just one more, really big thing to say now. Is that in 2011, last year, I finally decided I wanted to relive my childhood with the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube games. So, what I decided to do is for my Wii, on my 14th birthday, for my Wii, my parents got me a GameCube controller, a 64MB GameCube memory card, and Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the GameCube.
Wow.
So now I play GameCube games on my Wii. That is awesome. So yeah, anyway, yeah. So there's not much else really to say. It's just that, oh yeah, how do I feel where video games are going right now? I think I loved the days of the PlayStation 2 especially, and the PlayStation 1. And really, right now, I still think great games are great, but now, just looking back, I think games consoles, even though they're coming up with new ideas, I guess you couldn't say they're unoriginal, but I don't think you could say they're unoriginal, but they're just like not as creative as they used to be. Honestly. But that's gonna be it for this video of my history in video gaming. If you have any other questions that you don't think I answered, put them in the comments and I'll answer them there. So anyway, that's gonna be it for now. This is Mrcrazygamer13.
Tune in, everyone.
His name is the awesome gamer.
Saying, "We're out, mother trucker!"